Sonia Suvagau, and I'm the host of Rompost TV. This is a very special night. We're here at the opening gala of the 2025 edition of the Vancouver International Film Festival. We're going to get the exclusive privilege to talk to some of the organizers and some of the participants and filmmakers of the festival this year. The festival also highlighted the work of the National Film Board of Canada, NFB, including the documentary In the Room, directed and written by Brishkay Ahmed, with Shirley Vercruysse serving as executive producer and Teri Snelgrove as producer. Their work represents the high caliber of filmmaking showcased at VIFF.
Now whenever people ask me, like, oh, you're from Afghanistan, you're an Afghan woman, oh, that's too bad. You know what, I look them in the eye and I say, well, be careful.
Yes.
Because we are the worst case scenario example. It might happen to your country.
Yeah.
It might happen to your women.
Yeah.
No rights are guaranteed.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. I actually feel people ask me whether I am hopeful about the future, and I say my only hope is that we as a community of women ourselves would try to understand that what happens in Afghanistan is not just going to only be, only in Afghanistan. It's like, if you do not fight for justice.
Exactly.
Like, and that's it. They came for you yesterday, they'll come for me tomorrow, So it is a good thing that you're actually saying that, because yes, there is nothing guaranteed and we should never take it for granted.
Where the germ of the idea of this film started?
I think it started in 2021 when I was just kind of feeling a little sort of sad and brokenhearted, and I was thinking of the women who sort of inspired me. And then by pure chance of luck, Teri and Shirley reached out to me and was like, do you have a project that you'd like to potentially move forward? Let's chat with it. And then I took it to these fabulous women and the National Film Board of Canada, and it took off from there.
Well, let's dive right into how the National Film Board of Canada helps filmmakers make amazing and important content like this.
It's all in the vision of the director is where we connect to, really. And so Brishkay, when we talked to her, we knew she had some great experience, and then she talked about this project, and both Teri and I immediately were like, this is it, this is what we want to do. It was that instinctual. Right, Teri?
Absolutely. And then through the course of development, things happened, bad things, awful things happened to women all around the world, certainly in Afghanistan, but very recently with our neighbors to the south in the U.S. And Brishkay and I think, as we were going through the process of figuring out what it was, realized this is a really, really important and timely story, because women's rights can be taken away in an instant, right? So, yeah, it was a great journey.
So In the Room sort of reconnects me with 5 women who sort of popped up in popular culture and got the world's attention on them, and they did some brave things to bring attention to Afghan women. And then I'll hand it over to Jessica, who got to know the women through the editing sessions.
Yeah, Brishkay had a really clear vision of what she wanted, which was amazing. And so we worked together going through the footage, trying different things, putting it together, and with Teri as well, and Shirley. And yeah, it came together really beautifully in the end, I think.
Yeah, and I just want to say, because Jessica will not say it, I think editors, really good editors, work not only with the director's vision, but also very intuitively. And the way that Jessica was able to respond to the material and say, I have this idea, can I try it? To which Brishkay always said yes. And it led us down some really, really beautiful paths.
Women empower women, and we need to hear each other out and to put the crown to each other, so it's important.
This is great, because so much we grow up kind of being paired against each other, fighting women in competition, and here you're really showing and showcasing collaboration and the strength of the sisterhood, which is fantastic, and it's so inspiring to me. I also do that in my work as well, so I'm all about that, and I love that. Any parting thoughts about the themes in this film, or anything that we haven't covered that you'd love to address to our immediate viewers?
I think the 2 themes that definitely stand out is, number 1, resilience of women and the diversity of women, like our entire, from crew up all the way up to all of us. There's female identifying individuals that came together, a conversation that Teri and I initially had. And then be vigilant. Really the message of the film is be vigilant, because women's rights and human rights can just be rolled back in a snap. So that's the main message.
Can't get too comfortable. All right, great. I love it. Fight the power. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see the film. I'm very excited. So lovely to meet you. Enjoy the opening. Take care. We are very excited to have a media pass to check out as many films as we can so we can let you know what's cool to check out. And did you know there are 2 Romanian films this year? One is Dracula and one is Continental 25. If you're Romanian or you love Romanians or you're watching the show, come and check them out. I believe they're each playing twice. So you can go to the VIFF website and have a look where their schedule is. The Vancouver International Film Festival, VIFF, kicked off with an inspiring and energetic opening, bringing together filmmakers, cultural leaders, and film enthusiasts from around the world. As a Rompost TV reporter, I had the privilege of speaking with several key figures shaping the festival: Curtis Woloschuk, VIFF Program Director, Fostner, VIFF Executive Director, and Leonard Schein, the festival's founder 44 years ago. Leonard Schein is widely recognized for his lifelong support of independent cinema and Vancouver's cultural scene, including his operation of art house cinemas and his extensive philanthropic and educational contributions. Well, I'm very, very lucky to be here with the brains behind this entire operation, the founder of the Vancouver International Film Festival.
44 years ago that I started with the festival. It was only one theater to begin with, the Ridge Theater, but it's been such a great expansion. It's been wonderful.
What do you think VIFF's contribution to cinema and world cinema has been?
Oh, I think it's really played a part. I know when I first started the festival, I applied for a grant from Telefilm Canada. And that was before they had a Vancouver office, and they were headquartered in Montreal. And I got a letter back saying, no, we already have a film festival in Toronto. Why do people...
So you got the rejection letter too. We all get that rejection letter.
Right. And somehow he thought that people from Vancouver could go to Toronto. I mean, he didn't have any idea how far Toronto...
I did the drive recently. It's quite far.
It's quite far.
It's like 6 days.
Yeah, I've done the drive as well. So I did it on my own without any funding. Our first funding was $5,000 from the city of Vancouver, but it wasn't until 1984 that we started getting regular funding. From then on, we've had funding from all levels of government.
It's amazing. Really, you are a great example of when you want to get something done. If you've got the chutzpah for it and the determination, you can really achieve your dreams. What would you say to like emerging filmmakers and content creators in today's climate? What advice, and maybe you could look into the camera, what advice would you give them in being like a pioneer like you are?
Well, I'd say go ahead and do it. I had never taken a business class. I'd never had a film class. I just loved films in university, they used to be 25 cents to see these films. This is pre-video. And at a certain point, there was only American films here in Canada. And I said, well, the only way I can see films I like would be to start my own theater. And it was really popular and successful, but I didn't really know how to run a business. So as a psychologist, I was making about $35,000 a year. My first year at the Ridge Theater, I worked 7 days a week, 10 in the morning to midnight, and I made $12,000. But I was really happy because our concession, we sold local products by local people, and we had benefits, and we showed really good films. So if you believe in something, just go ahead and do it.
I love it. You know, it's so funny. My first fiction feature I also made for $5,000, so we have that in common. That $5,000 is a good number. You could do a lot with it. Wonderful. Before we let you go and enjoy opening night, would you like to learn any Romanian here for our viewers? Is there anything I can teach you so you can say to Romanian audiences?
Just enjoy yourself.
Distracție plăcută. Distracție plăcută, toată lumea. There, that's a great one.
Okay.
You can say it all the time. You can say distracție plăcută no matter what you do. You go to Romania, you say it everywhere.
Okay.
People will love you.
I've never been to Romania, so it's something on my bucket list.
You gotta come, and you gotta go to Dracula's castle.
Okay.
Vlad Tepes castle. We've got a film in the festival called Dracula, so the country is beautiful, more than just the castle.
Yes,
You can go to the Black Sea, you can go to the mountains, you can go to Bucharest.
Well, it's always the people that are most important.
Yeah.
About in any country.
They used to call Bucharest Little Paris because it kind of looks like Paris a little bit. So, yeah.
I look forward to going there.
Yes, well, please do. We'll show you around. We'll come too.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. This is one of the world's biggest film festivals, and it's such an honor to get to be here at the red carpet and talk to some of the stars of this year's festival and some of the brilliant organizers. What can audiences expect that's different this year, maybe?
I think this year, it's a year where we will again have cinema from 70 different countries represented in the lineup.
Including Romania.
And reminding folks that VIFF is very much an international film festival, I think particularly by North American standards. And we have a couple of different focuses. We have a spotlight on Korea this year, where we're bringing 6 emerging filmmakers with their first features to the festival. 3 of those will be world premieres. This will be the first of an ongoing initiative where we have a different country in the spotlight every year. And we allow it as an opportunity to bring those filmmakers here. They can build their peer networks with Vancouver or Canadian or international filmmakers here in Vancouver. And also opportunities to bring filmmakers like the Zerker brothers from Switzerland to the festival. We'll show all 3 films in their Animal trilogy, have a couple opportunities for both filmmakers and audiences to engage with these filmmakers whose work has premiered at the Berlinale, Locarno, other major festivals.
So can we say maybe next year you'll consider Romania?
All countries are on the table.
Okay.
Romanian cinema, obviously tremendously exciting, and as you said, well represented by Radu Juda in the festival this year.
He's got 2 films, which is pretty incredible to have 2 films from one director.
Yeah, I've tried to build this as like Radu Juda. Or like someone else suggested 2 Rad, 2 Judah. So we have options in terms of how we're billing it, but we have Continental 25, which is a film he shot on an iPhone, but still was one of the major films at the Berlinale this year. We also have his Dracula film, which at 3 hours is a lot of film, but in all the best possible ways. It's his kind of irreverent take on the film AI might suggest a disillusioned filmmaker makes about Dracula, and it goes through at least a half dozen different chapters or digressions. Some of them very ribald, some of them very kind of faithful to other texts as well, and truly a film that only Judah could make.
It's so interesting how AI is influencing the industry, and I believe there's a talk about it during the festival as well.
Yeah, there's a look at performance, but also how AI might be involved in that as well. I think it is a conversation that is prevalent for understandable reasons, and I think there's opportunities to kind of crack that open as well. I know there's like a film in our Spectrum kind of experimental nonfiction section as well, which plays with AI. And I think, it's an area and it's an untested area right now, obviously contentious in many spaces, but I think also it's worthy of dialogue and discussion.
Absolutely. Well, we're very excited. Thank you so much for taking the time. Maybe for our viewers that don't know, can you let us know how you play a part with VIFF and how long you've been a part of it?
Sure. I'm the executive director, so I've been with the organization for, this will be my 6th year in charge, my 12th festival in all. Yeah.
And what can audiences expect this year that might be a little bit different than what they're used to?
Well, this year is incredibly strong, nose to tail. I think in terms of what would surprise you is that you should take a deep dive into some of the lesser known programs, the emerging Canadian program, the documentary programs, and you'll be really, really pleasantly surprised by how solid they are all the way through. And then also, I would check out our talks. We have, I think, 8 to 10 talks this year with top tier directors, producers, showrunners, Jeremy Dawson, who's the producer of all the Wes Anderson films. We have Jenny Lumet, who established 2 Star Trek series in her time, as well as having been an actor and a director in her own right. We have Frederick Elms, who's the cinematographer from David Lynch's films, so it's an incredibly stacked program.
We've got 2 Romanian films in the program from the same director, which is pretty great. Have you seen them? Are you going to check them out?
You know, the dirty secret is that I don't get to watch the films until after the festival.
Oh, no. So you get to hear all the recommendations of what was, more popular or what did well, and then you watch it. So how do you select which movies to watch after the festival ends?
Well, word of mouth is a great way. I will say that we will be hosting a Romanian film festival at our VIFF Center in December this year, so the Ratitude's coming back. I listen to audience feedback. Our audience is the most honest group of people, and they're super, super engaged. So you can tell when things bubble up to the surface. But honestly, if you want a little tip, skip some of the special presentations. A lot of those are coming back on streaming. Go for the panorama, go for the spectrum, go for the documentaries and animations. This is the only place you can see those films, so it's worth checking it out.
So go out there, check out all the films, as many films as you can at VIFF. Thank you so much. And before you go, would you like to learn how to say something in Romanian, maybe?
I would love to.
Okay, what would you like to learn how to say?
Come to the cinema.
Vino la cinema.
Vino la cinema?
Yeah, that's great.